Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, tonight we are taking a look at Avatar The Last Airbender. We are on Book 2, which is Earth, Chapter 9, Bitter Work. Again, let's see if it's more side quests for Aang.
All I gotta say is I'm still ready, willing, and able to see each and every one of these guys' reactions and yours out there. I love the comments pouring in, and it's great to see.
Each and every one of us. But it's just the two of us.
Well, let's do this. All right. Without further ado, let's go.
Finally starting earthbending, and this place, it's perfect, Sokka.
Well, these guys were,
What's wrong with him?
they're tired. Remember that last episode, they were exhausted.
Bending student. Good morning, Sifu Toph.
Seafood.
Sifu.
Sorry, snoozles.
That's a long
way.
fall.
Bring around.
Sounds like Joe Pesci in Home Alone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe I can learn to make a whirlpool out of land. Let's start with move a rock.
So excited.
You've got to be steady and strong. Rock is a stubborn element. If you're going to move it, you've got to be like a rock yourself. Got it.
All right.
I'm ready.
Rock beats Airbender. You were unconscious. Azula did this to you. I hope I made it the way you like it.
Damn good.
That was very bracing.
So, Uncle, I've been thinking. I'm going to need to know more advanced firebending if I want to stand a chance against her.
She's crazy and she needs to go down.
Jesus. Wow, I wasn't ready for that from Uncle. He's usually pretty chill.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's time to resume your training.
Well,
I don't
he
understand
almost
what
got
went wrong.
taken out by her, so yeah, I don't think he wants to play nice anymore.
What if I came at the boulder from a different angle?
No, he really responds well to a positive teaching experience.
Basically like he's a dog.
Yeah, say how you train a puppy.
I'll try that. Shape your knees side, twinkle toes.
That hurts just watching.
That's the thing with earthbending. If you make a mistake, it really hurts.
It's just a little kick.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay, so she's way more badass than we had even previously.
yeah.
What, she Juggernaut here or what? Oh, look at that.
Training with some kettlebells there.
This is intense training.
Gotcha!
Oh, is that little guy an earthbender, or is Toph keeping an eye on him?
Lightning is a pure expression of firebending. It is not fueled by rage or emotion.
Oh, that explains it.
That's why we're drinking tea, to calm the mind.
Oh yeah, good point.
Well, he wanted to wash the taste out of his mouth from the...
You provide release and guidance, creating lightning.
Whoa.
Oh, like it was nothing.
Remember, once you separate the energy, you are simply its humble guide. Breathe first.
You remember you saw him actually take the lightning out of her already.
Yeah.
He's
That
still
was
doing
his
it.
first try.
He's trying it with anger still,
Yeah.
though, I think.
You're going to stop a rock. Get in your horse stance. I'm going to roll that boulder down at you.
Jesus.
You'll stay in your stance and stop the rock.
Are you sure this is really the best way to teach Aang earthbending?
This way, you'll really have to sense the vibrations. Thank you, Katara. Yeah, thanks, Katara.
She's... Oh, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
here we go.
imagine watching this on TV and it goes to commercial, like, oh!
Oh, she's not happy.
You didn't have the guts. I'm sorry.
You'll take a break and try earthbending again when you're ready.
Yeah, whatever. Go splash around until you feel better.
Why can't I do it?
Negative energy.
You must let go of your feelings of shame.
My life has been nothing but humbling lately.
I will teach you a firebending move that even Azula doesn't know.
Probably think I deserve this, don't you?
He's snapping on him.
Big things eat smaller things, nothing personal. But this time it didn't work out that way. I admit it. You're cute. That's okay, I got it. Now come back, Boomerang.
Straight up.
Think fast! You have the reflexes of a water-bending master. Sifu, Katara.
Hey, a little homie's
there you go.
ripped there, huh?
It's gotta be.
I feel like they're giving him a little more muscle as we go on.
The Fire Nation have desire and will. Earth is the element of substance. Air is the element of freedom. Also, they apparently had pretty good senses of humor.
Guy coughs.
No, yeah, no, there's nobody around.
The people of the Water Tribe are capable of adapting to many things.
He's pretty good at drawing.
Understanding others will help you become whole.
Why are you telling me these things?
You see, the technique I am about to teach you is one I learned by studying the Waterbenders.
God, that was cool.
Real contrast to teaching styles here.
I found these nuts in your bag. I figured you wouldn't mind. I also have this great new nutcracker. It's a delicate instrument. It's not the only delicate.
Momo.
Oh, and Momo just snapped. Oh, jeez.
Beating on the thing.
It's almost sundown and Sokka isn't back yet.
We'll find him faster if we split up.
Okay, karma person or thing, whoever's in charge of this.
You're trying to get him out.
I will give up meat and sarcasm.
Oh, come on. Can't give out sight. Oh,
Deal? Aang! Thank goodness! Have you got any meat?
First thing he says.
You're gonna pull my fingers off!
I bet I can airbend you out of here.
Nope.
I could use a little earth bending here.
I can't. Everyone expects me to get it right away. I feel like I'm caught between a rock and a hard place.
How about that? Aang, this is my friend Fufu Cuddly Poops. Fufu Cuddly Poops, Aang.
What you doing out here, little guy? Did you lose your mama?
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's Mama. And that is an awesome creature.
You must create a pathway from your fingertips, then down into your stomach. It is called the Sea of Chi. In my case, it is more like a vast ocean.
right back into it.
Okay.
You must not let the lightning pass through your heart. Come on. You've got to feel.
Hey, that was one of the gifts you guys sent, too.
I'm ready to try with real lightning.
Lightning is very dangerous.
I thought that was the point.
Yeah, but I'm not going to shoot lightning at you.
He's got a point.
Why do I feel like we're getting like a crane kick set up, like he's going to use that technique like to win the All Valley Under 18 tournament?
We have no problem with you.
Oh,
Airbending's not going to work with this thing. It's too big.
yeah.
Just shoulder checked it. All right, he's gaining a little bit of courage.
Yeah.
He's got his stance. He's got his game face.
Oh,
And he airbended.
yeah. I thought he was going to do it like the boulder, you know?
You were there the whole time?
Pretty much.
I want my staff back.
Earthbend, Twinkle Toes.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're an earthbender.
Aw, this is really... So could you get me out of here?
No problem, Sokka.
Actually, you should probably let me do that. You might accidentally crush him.
The head.
The whole time I was in that hole, I realized...
Hey, Katara, look what I can do. I can earthbend now, physically and mentally unmovable. Oh!
I love Appa.
Well, I can take it, and now I can give it back!
Oh, he's out there looking for lightning.
Yeah.
Jesus. He's got a lot of
anger.
internal anger.
Oh, that's it. Wow. I think right off the bat, this episode was showing us the different teaching styles that, of course, the uncle had versus Toph's version of teaching, which didn't really work for Aang's style. The negative reinforcement might work for some people, but not him. And she eventually came around to that, and things worked out. We got Sokka out of the hole. He's like he needed a cheeseburger after that. And it was interesting that the uncle was telling Zuko about the 4 different elements and how you have to kind of, I mean, if you're not going to master them, you at least need to have the knowledge of them and the people and kind of how they work and that sort of thing. So that was kind of interesting to see as we continue to get more development out of Zuko, and we're kind of keep peeling back the layers to his character as well, which is real interesting.
Yeah, like you got to see the development of Zuko, and then obviously then with Aang, like the big part was, what's the opposite of air, earth. That's why like he's so easy at water, but remember he's a little disruptive with fire the one time he kind of really did it. So it's really fun to see him going through these trials and tribulations on each and every one of the bending skills that he has to master. Obviously, air is already done, but he's got Toph, who I told you was going to be a badass. and you guys loved it. So I was very happy to see you guys appreciate her in this one.
I really liked the positive and negative kind of reinforcement teaching styles and things like that, and anybody who's been through any sort of competitive endeavors, whether it be sports or whatever, at some point in your life probably had some sort of mix of these things. Even like an old high school football, it was like every high school football team has like the nice coaches and the angry coaches. Gary Romanesco was our angry coach. And sometimes I think like people just respond better to that as long as there's that little bit of positive there, which she had.
And respect.
At the end, she still called him out at the end. Oh, what are you going to do? And then when he stood up, she was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. It was like Brady with the Buccaneers. When Tom Brady's offensive line a few weeks ago was just not doing such a good job, instead of telling them like, hey, you guys are sucking it up, he yelled at him, but then you're better than this, So there's all sorts of different ways to help people learn, and different people respond to different things. And I think it's important to recognize that. But I think sometimes like pushing the boundaries even just a little bit, I think can be a good technique as well. I think if everything is just constant, like positive, I think sometimes there's almost a little bit too much of a comfort zone. I'm not saying that you have to be a drill sergeant and tear somebody's morality down. Yeah. But I also really loved the lessons from the uncle, and really liked where he said it's important to draw wisdom from different places, of course, in this instance, earth, air, water, and fire. And I think that's a pretty solid metaphor for just how we live our lives, and that when you become focused on your way is the right way, and other people's influences it don't really matter. I think you're limiting your power, and that's what we're seeing here. Is he's so like hyper focused on just being this badass that he's limiting himself. And I really think we're really starting to learn about how much just internal anger and struggling Zuko has, which is tough. And I think the uncle is just a saint. He just keeps working with him, keeps working with him. But I think the cool thing is like, what else would you do? That's family. That's your brother's son. He lost his own son. Yeah. He's gonna do whatever it takes. And the uncle's patience with Zuko, I think, is a really cool part of this whole story. But the depth of this storyline and our characters kind of keeps advancing. When we started this show, that's what everybody had said. It'll be fun to begin with, but watch as the characters develop, watch as the lessons develop, and watch as this goes kind of from an animated series to like a deep, lesson by lesson for each episode to just so many different things in life. And I think it's really cool so far about this series.
Oh yeah, I mean, he even mentioned like humanity and all this other stuff in his speech to Zuko when he was telling about the four nations, and but he saw Zuko's like, I cool, now I want to learn it because I want it. And it's like, no.
Yep.
He's trying to give you a nice life lesson
The
here,
excitement of youth.
Yeah, very, very. Because remember, we looked it up. He's 16 years old. That's how old Zuko is.
It's good to see Appa get a little break in this one.
Oh,
It was.
So for Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
What's out here?
Just watch.
Prairie dogs.
I'm putting an orchestra together.
He's so happy. Momo.
Took a little side trip to South Dakota, it would seem.
This is great and all, but don't we have more important things to worry about?
We're all picking mini vacations.
I've been training my arrow off.
It's not like we have a map of the Fire Nation. Should we just head west until we reach the Fire Lord's house?
Music.
Your turn, Katara.
How about the Misty Palms Oasis?
I suppose you got Appa. You can just fly on it and fly anywhere.
Usually don't use the word pristine. Must have changed ownership since I was here.
Oh, he hasn't been there for 100 years.
Oh, Jesus.
Ice blocks in the middle of the desert. Maybe it's like Dune, where that's like a greeting.
One mango, please.
Huh.
Well, that's impressive.
Excuse me?
I clean up easy.
Air Nomad, right in front of me.
Well,
Professor Zay, head of anthropology at Ba Sing Se University.
Nice, from Ba Sing Se.
The Southern Temple.
Oh, splendid!
measuring his head.
You've made a lot of trips into the desert.
But I haven't managed to find Wan Shi Tong's library.
Ah.
It is said to contain a vast collection of knowledge.
Thought he's going to go with power.
Power. That's what I thought too.
It was built by the great knowledge spirit with the help of his foxy knowledge seekers.
Ooh.
Oh, so this spirit has attractive assistants, huh?
See?
Over the world and put them on display for
Why am I tilting my head? I'm like, huh?
Yeah, you're trying to. Yeah.
From all over the world. Do you think they've got info on the Fire Nation?
Oh, he's going
map,
to spill
maybe?
it on the map.
I wouldn't know.
He's got butterfingers.
It's in Wan Shi Tong's library.
I'd like to spend my vacation at the library.
Nice effects.
When do I get to pick?
You gotta work here a little longer before you qualify for
Seniority.
Of course, there's the matter of finding it. I've made several trips into the Siwang Desert and almost died each time.
You didn't have Appa.
Would you like to see our sky bison?
You actually have one? Benders, shoo! Away from the bison!
Sandbenders.
Sandbenders. That's new. It's like sand people.
Interesting.
It's like Beggar's Canyon back home.
Appa still doesn't like this. Oh, he's out in the heat, no cloud cover.
Yeah.
Are you the last of your breed? Oh, delightful! Shush, chatty monkey.
Momo's all ready to talk to him.
A lot of older structures like that were in the desert, however, got buried in the sand.
Yep.
And they found the Sphinx, wasn't it like buried up to almost the top of it or up to its nose or something?
I don't know for sure.
Drop a comment below. How deep was the Sphinx
There
buried?
it is!
Oh, because she can sense through the
That's
earth.
what it will sound like when one of you spots
Oh, she got
Yeah, I
me.
was gonna say she can't.
Well, I thought she could sense, but then I remember
gotta
she's
be-
in the air.
She's
I
got to
know.
have
On the
her
ground.
feet
I
planted, guy.
know.
What's that?
The second level of Super Mario 3.
That boy, that is a suck.
Dancing.
No. Here, Aang can do some air bending and get the sand away.
Yep.
It's enormous, but
Oh, there's the fox.
look at the map.
Just air bend.
Is
all
it a
the sand
handsome?
away.
But is it a handsome
What kind of animal
fox?
is that?
Or she can earth bend all the sand away.
Yeah, either way it would work.
But do you need a sand bender?
Oh, we must be close to the library.
This is the library. It's completely buried.
I think you got an earthbender with you.
Very similar to Egypt and a lot of other ancient architectural.
My life's ambition is now full of sand.
Time to start excavating.
The inside seems to be completely intact. I say you guys go ahead without me.
So she's not going to help with removal of the sand?
I guess they're just
Grappling
gonna
hooks.
grappling hooks again.
That was his boomerang.
Yep, but still.
The spirit spared no expense in designing this.
Spared no expense.
Oh,
They got owls there on the.
The exquisite mosaic handiwork of this tile-rendered avian symbol.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Massive owl.
I know you're back there.
Okay, can talk.
You should leave the way you came, unless you want to become a stuffed head of anthropology.
Doing the whole.
I am one Shi-Tong. Humans only bother learning things to get the edge on other humans, like that firebender who came to this place a few years ago.
Oh.
Who are you trying to destroy?
That firebender.
Same guy.
I'm here with the Avatar, and he's the bridge between our world.
You have my word.
On one condition. You have to contribute some worthwhile knowledge.
Please accept this tome.
Very nice.
Trying to get back into Candlekeep?
Oh, wow. He took that pretty quick, huh?
Authentic waterbending scroll.
I suppose that
A wanted
counts.
poster.
I suppose that counts.
Check this out.
You're not very bright, are you?
Do you guys recognize this fella? That's the owl.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hector Elizondo.
Yep.
The sand is so loose and shifty.
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes everything look fuzzy.
At least he's not shedding anymore.
Hey, look at these weird lion turtle things.
You know, like crazy enough, the possibility that some place like this actually exists out there, buried in the sand in Egypt or the deserts or Africa, you know, something further south, Africa, South America.
Where are you going?
I want to know what happened to the Fire Nation on their darkest day.
Bro, you don't just take it.
They destroyed everything having to do with the Fire Nation.
That fox is looking awfully
Think he's
concerned.
got some info, maybe.
Seems it's
He's
trying to
doing the
assist you.
Point. Doug from Up.
Oh.
Whoa.
Sokka, try entering that date from that parchment you took.
Seen our yin yang symbols again.
You picked the best mini vacation, for sure.
What happened to the sun?
There was an eclipse.
It's a solar eclipse. Firebenders lose their bending during a solar eclipse.
That's right. They needed the sun on those earlier episodes.
So if you were going to
See?
attack,
That you
you
See,
were
like
gonna
she just
attack.
said, the lunar eclipse helped them.
Yep, just like
Waterbender.
before.
They'll invade the Fire Nation when they're totally helpless.
Mortals are so predictable.
Uh-oh.
Why'd you have to say anything?
Why'd you have to say it out loud exactly?
If anyone's evil, it's the Fire Nation.
You think you're the first person to believe their war was justified?
Wow.
Please, we're just desperate to protect the people we love.
I'm going to protect what I love.
Oh boy.
We've got to get out of here.
You already know too much.
Oh, look at that neck.
Whoa.
I already told you I don't want to snuggle.
Library's sinking.
Well, do some earthbending. She can't.
Yeah, they made a point earlier of saying that there were sandbenders, not just earthbenders.
And she had to kind of firm up the sand before she could do anything.
We've got to get back to the surface.
But we still don't know when the next eclipse is gonna happen. And come with me to the planetarium.
Hurry, Sokka.
He's still checking out the
Checking
book.
them out.
What is it now?
Oh, those the sandbenders?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is there?
Oh, this is going to get real interesting.
Yeah.
You can't possibly check every single date.
We just need to check every day before Sozun's comet arrives.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
well,
remember,
it's not going to matter.
the comet
after
is
that.
where he gets the most powerful.
Yep.
That's
it
it.
is.
The solar eclipse. Got it.
Oh, these guys don't want to mess with Appa.
Oh, they're
Oh,
using their
you
sandbending to dig in.
Don't make me put this down.
Oh, dude, they're
Oh, they're
stealing Appa. They're going to be
dragging
stuck
him.
out there.
I'm sorry, Appa.
That's not good at all. They're stuck out there.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not forget about Appa's safety,
Yeah.
but they're stuck.
I mean, at least Aang could fly and see where he is, maybe.
Your waterbending won't do you much good here.
With a book.
Professor, let's go.
I could spend an eternity in here.
That's where he wants to stay forever, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't have all the time in the world like Burgess Meredith. Wow, she was holding that whole thing up.
We got it. The Fire Nation's in trouble now.
Where's Appa?
Well, time to go get him back. Let's
Yep.
go. Let's go.
Oh, come on. Jeez. Talk about leaving you hanging. Appa's missing. Well, guys, this episode was a lot of fun. I really liked how our group got to kind of have a bit of an old school dungeon crawl, if you will. Kind of the story of you're going into a place and you're looking for a bit of treasure and there's someone there guarding it. This episode was a lot of fun. I really liked it. I liked seeing Sokka being able to kind of come through at the end. I like the episodes where Sokka gets his comeuppance a little bit.
Yeah.
Those are always fun. And of course, we got to get Appa back. I can't believe they just left us hanging like that. So this episode was a lot of fun. Really talked about, it does make you think about like how much knowledge and things have been lost through, like Oak, you were talking about things being just buried in the sand or different cultures and things just kind of lost to time. So kind of an interesting topic to think about and a lot of fun as an episode.
As you saw, it was kind of fun seeing them go through. There's a whole knowledge that none of them know. Like, we knew Northern tribe and Southern tribe, and then what do you say? Swamp.
Yeah.
Swamp style. So, like, there could be more things to learn, and then they figured out when the next eclipse is coming, as we saw, would be huge because remember during the lunar, firebenders weren't very powerful. That's why they waited till dawn because they need the sun for their power. So it's starting to amp up.
I thought this was a really fun episode. I love old historical and archaeological documentaries and things like that.
That's why I knew you'd like it.
It's a very interesting thing to think about. Just how many more pyramids of Giza are there? How many more sphinxes are there? How many more Machu Picchus are there? How many more just incredible pieces of architecture, history, or even civilizations out there that are buried in the sand, they're buried in the earth, or they're even buried in the water. And so to see a depiction of this, I got really excited. Again, I can't speak for certainty. The Egyptian stuff isn't my area of specialty, but I do know that, or at least I believe, a large portion of the Sphinx was buried in sand. And there's so many archaeological digs throughout history where things have just been buried. A lot of times
they just found Osiris.
Yeah, a lot of times we think it's just going to be just preserved sitting there, but especially, what's 1,000 years in the desert going to do of sand blowing, and, overgrowth and woods and forests and things like that. And to go a step further again, as I had mentioned, the rise in sea level that we've seen over the last 10, 20, 30,000 years. So I really loved that part about it. I liked the explanation that Toph can really see a lot underground. I know before we talked about sensing vibrations, and that's how she was so good at her defensive earthbending that we saw in the tournament. But for her to be like, oh, there's so many animals under here, it just gives you an idea of how keen her senses are. And then another thing that I thought was interesting is when the owl talked about like how everybody kind of justifies their wars, right? Like when you look at war as a whole, I think we can all agree that it's a bad thing. And look,
what is it good for?
I would make an argument that there are definitely some wars, World War II, things like that, where the good guys did end up winning. But there's a very solid point that a lot of wars, it's just kind of doing your own justification as to how you're on the right side of history. So a really cool episode for me. I love how advanced this story is getting, and the fact that they're able to do it in an animated fun series, I think is a really, really unique twist. And I did catch some heat in a few of the earlier episodes. Some people are like, when's Oak gonna stop calling this a kids show? And when I started, that's kind of what it felt like. And now it feels really unique because it's definitely not the material is not kids material
or just for kids,
or just for kids. Yeah. I think you could watch. I think as an adult you could watch it with a child, and they might like some of the animations and Appa and some of the fight scenes and stuff like that. But the material
still love them.
Is very matured. So I think this is a really unique series, and it kind of reminds me of some of the, like when we watched Up and some of the Pixar, animated movies that Pixar's done, where it's like, okay, we're going to make this for kids, but we're going to put a lot of adult content in. I think this is kind of like, I'm to the point where I think this is kind of the opposite. I think this, you guys were right. The answer was right. Is this very much geared for adults? But if a kid, like, if a kid wanted to join their dad watching this, it would be fun for both of them. But I think the material is definitely getting more advanced, and it feels like a really interesting story, even, you know, for me as a, you know, 40 plus.
Yeah, I mean, using animation gives you the ability to portray a world that would otherwise be incredibly expensive to do in any other format. So,
God,
I just want to say though, real quick too, huge shout out to having Hector in. Like that's a nice. I mean, obviously not superstar, but a very well known actor.
Treat.
And a nice treat to have him in is like, because every so often, every so episodes, we hear a voice like, who's that guy? Who's the guy? And immediately I had to look it up, and yeah, of course, Hector. That was awesome.
The
was
library,
a fun surprise.
the library thing is especially intriguing to me because imagine like this was real. Imagine like if you found a library. I mean, it's one thing when you find tombs and there's all sorts of hieroglyphics on the wall and you can interpret it and they tell these stories and things like that. Imagine finding a library, just a building like that. I know in one of my favorite movies of all time, National Treasure with Nicolas Cage, when they get to the main treasure. Actually, you know what?
No spoilers. I never saw it.
You guys haven't seen it, have you?
We might be doing
I've
that
seen
one.
it.
He hasn't seen it,
But
so
he
I'm not
hasn't.
going to go there. But for those of you who have seen
it's a good movie.
You know what I'm talking about. The library thing is so interesting to me because it's not just archaeological history. It would just be this wealth of knowledge. And as we know, look, there's been, you know, there's been civilizations who have burned other civilizations' libraries to the ground. So imagine how cool it would be to find a library. This episode excited me.
A lot of fun.
Awesome. So we can't wait to keep the train on the tracks and keep going. So for Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one.
How could you let them take Appa?
The sandbender snuck up on me and there wasn't time for...
You just didn't care.
Whoa, bro, relax. We're all a little emotional.
That's not how it happened.
We can't afford to be fighting now.
I'm going after Appa.
We better start walking.
Wouldn't Toph? Oh no, because she can't bend the sand.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wouldn't she be able to get like a pedestal and like move them?
Yeah. Yo, this is one of the few episodes that's picked right up from the last one.
Oh, what now?
Oh, who we got here?
Colonel Monkey. What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, Fire Nation guys. Okay.
You know these guys?
Colonel Monkey and the Rough Rhinos are
The Rough
Rhinos.
They are also a very capable singing group.
Shut them down, open up shop.
Would you like some tea first? Round them up!
Oh, a little more nimble there.
Yeah.
Just chop the arrow in half.
Nice. Gotcha.
It's nice to see old friends.
You said Momo is an umbrella.
Tara, can I have some water?
You used this on the swamp guy!
Look! You shouldn't be eating strange plants.
Look at him and Momo just.
I don't know.
Suit yourself. It's very thirst
That's
quenching
bad
though.
news to be doing.
Uh-oh.
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. Nothing's quenchier.
No.
Look at Sokka.
Appa!
But how far could they have gotten?
Well, you saw, remember, they had kind of those ships.
Yeah.
Just did some serious sand bending there.
Yeah.
No, that's
What is that?
Giant mushroom. Friendly mushroom. Mushy.
A little barefoot blind girl and her friends passed through here a few days ago. Did they give...
Oh, remember those guys?
Yep.
Maybe you could give me a little incentive?
Oh,
You
they're gonna-
suggesting I break your...
I was gonna say
Yeah.
they're gonna give him incentive, not
I'm certain her father wants her alive. Wanted posters.
There
Oh,
they
they got
are.
Zuko's on there twice.
Yeah.
Look who's here.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it out there very long.
No.
We need to focus on getting out of here.
We're trapped in a giant bowl of sand pudding. I got nothing.
Sokka?
Why don't we ask the circle birds?
Oh, that's not good. Are those like vultures? Oh no.
We can do this.
Yeah, they're like
they were
vulture.
real.
They're vulture bees. Yeah.
I think we should stop for the night.
Is there any more water?
Oh no.
I'll say she can get it all, yeah.
Let me see the things you got from the library.
I didn't steal anything.
None of those will tell us where Appa is.
We can use the stars to guide us.
You'd still need some shelter.
This is interesting. May I have this game?
The guest has the first move. I see you favor the White Lotus Gambit. Welcome, brother.
Ah, that's the thing. Like you gotta lay out a pattern on the board as like the code.
You two fugitives are coming with me.
You two are wanted criminals with a giant bounty on your heads.
He told everybody in the bar.
You think you're going to capture them and collect all that gold? Gold?
Yep.
Maybe we should.
Oh, it's throwdown time.
Yeah, now's your chance to get out of there. There you go.
Get up.
I'm awake.
Appa!
It's not
Just a cloud.
A cloud. Fly up and bend the water from that cloud into my pouch.
Not a bad idea.
Wow, there's hardly any in here.
Ow! What idiot buried a boat in the middle of the desert?
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Are you gonna do some flower arranging, or is someone in this club gonna offer some real help?
Patience.
I'm afraid it's members only.
Well, now we're moving.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
That's what the compass is pointing to. A rock? Maybe we can find some water there.
Maybe we can find some sandbenders.
Oh,
Aang's got vengeance on his mind.
ulterior motives.
But he took my pet. I'd have vengeance on my mind too.
Finally. So.
I think my head is starting to clear out the cactus juice.
Oh, jeez.
Tastes like rotten penguin meat. Oh, I feel woozy.
You just lick something you find stuck to the wall of a cave?
This was carved by something.
Oh, it's like some sort of worm, and that's like it's slime.
Tremors, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like a sludge or something. Uh-oh. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the bees. Okay.
Oh, it's like a big beehive. I thought it was going to be like a sludge.
That's what I thought, too.
Ah, vulture bees. That's not terrifying at all.
There's nothing there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Using Momo now?
Shoot a rock right there.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We got that from a ways away. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
What's going on? Is the club meeting over?
I wasn't sleeping.
Heading to Ba Sing Se.
I have the passports for our guests. There are 2 men out on the street looking for them.
Kind of difficult to, with the scar, to try to pretend to be somebody else.
Our bison was stolen, and we have to get to Ba Sing Se.
You dare accuse our people of theft?
He's the one that stole Appa.
You stole Appa!
Oh, Aang ain't messing around.
Hell yeah.
God, it's like the first we've seen out of Aang.
Getting John Wick vibes.
Yes, yes.
Mess with my pet.
I got a tip that they're in your shop. That room is for flowers only. Let's go back to finding the girl.
Brilliant.
You said to put a muzzle on him.
You muzzled Appa?
Oh,
You guys ain't gonna have no ships left.
I didn't know it belonged to the Avatar. Tell me where are they? Probably in Ba Sing Se by now. They were gonna sell him there. We'll help however we can.
Oh, shit. This is the first time you've seen the always nice monk even keeled, and he is pissed.
Oh, man. I was just looking down to write some notes, and I put my head up, and it's over.
Oh yeah. All right,
man.
There you go.
Well, I can see that this one looks to be like it's going to be part of a little series here as we're trying to get Appa back. So maybe they're going to do like, I don't know, maybe 4 episodes or something to kind of tell this mini story. But wow, lots of stuff going on in this one, guys. One of the first times we've seen some true like angry rage out of Aang, and just how quickly he was able to bring that to life. You know, whereas before he kind of struggled to go into the Avatar state, and here it was like no problem. Now I don't know if it's the same, if what he did there is the same as the Avatar state, but either way, he was able to unleash some power really fast. And the other thing that I kind of liked as just a nice little throw in when they talked about Zuko and the uncle having to hide, I liked the idea of hiding out in plain sight in a big city. I watch a lot of shows like that with fugitives on the run, and a lot of people think, oh, I'll go hide in some remote town. And it's like, no, everybody's going to know somebody new is there. You go to a city, you can just walk around.
Full of refugees.
Yeah, I liked that touch. I really like the desert story. It's pretty interesting because it adds that element of you need water to survive. So that's kind of a neat little twist on it. So I'm enjoying it.
Well, you had the water, you had the sand because then Toph couldn't do her thing. Then Sokka is just drinking and licking random
whatever
shit.
he finds.
But as you saw, I got chills because I even knew this was coming, you know, and I just every time because it takes a lot, you know, obviously to anger him, and he just flipped that switch, and it's like that's what happens when you mess with one of his own. He's ready to do it, and it's his flying bison, and it shows how much Appa means to him, especially when Momo got taken. He's like, I ain't losing anyone else, is exactly what he said. So, God, just loving it.
The protective nature over our pets that we really love, I think, is something incredibly powerful. You know, and before having kids, I was like, you want to F around and find out?
Yeah.
Mess with my dogs. And I don't know if it made the cut, but I brought up John Wick because it's like, I think he rolled through 77 or 87 guys in the first movie because of what they did to his dog. And it's like, you know, Appa is Aang's pet, and he's faced a lot of challenges and been through some adversities, and you have to protect your friends and stuff like that. But it just is a different level when it's your pet. It just is. And any of the dog or cat owners or animal lovers out there, I think, can relate to that. You know, I worked at the Humane Association or volunteered there for, you know, a handful of years before I had my son and had a little bit more free time. And I remember we had a dog come in once that had a really bad scarring around its snout. It was a case where somebody had taped it shut for an extended period of time. And, you know, the dog was in a better spot. But, you know, when you see certain things like you see volunteering at a Humane Association, there's a lot of things that make you really sad, right? But when I saw that, I was like, oh. And we had
just boiling.
We had an old Vietnam veteran that would come in and walk the dogs. And when that dog came in and he saw the dog with the scar around, if you would have seen the tirade, I mean, this guy was like, I'm going to catch them. And like, and and this is a guy who's like, you know, in his 70s, just like,
and that's exactly what Aang did.
And that's like what Aang did. It was like, and then like, it's one thing to like, okay, you took my pet and now I'm going to get it back, but there's still going to be consequences. There's another thing like, you took my pet and you sold it. Like, I don't know.
And he initially lied about it. And Toph's like, and especially when Toph's like, you said a muzzle it. Oh,
So that rage as an animal lover, it is so relatable. You know, like I've never been in that situation, but you know, I know people who have been in similar situations, not necessarily just with kidnapping, but you know, we've seen videos on the internet. I think I saw one like of a bear like going after somebody's dog. Like you get a lady like running out attacking a bear to protect your animals. So that was super relatable. I liked how they were working as a team. You know, Katara was doing the water bending to help them get water. Obviously Toph doing the earth bending to help against the vulture bees. Aang doing his
Another
thing.
interesting creature.
Yeah.
But it was interesting seeing a really, like, we see Aang go through a lot of emotions that you would with somebody who's younger.
Yeah, he'll jump to conclusions
But
quick.
this is like I said, this is different level, and it's so relatable that it's with somebody like stole his pet, and it's like who wouldn't do that and like go into that rage. So of course they cut it out, but really excited to see where this goes.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting more and more excited. I got the chills again. So for Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals. I wanted to cool off.
I guess. Oh, is there any water left?
5,000-year-old maps from the Spirit Library.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
not good.
Well, that works.
Just pull the water out of him.
It looks like the only passage connecting the south to the north is this sliver of land called the Serpent's Pass.
Hello there, fellow refugee.
So are you guys headed to Ba Sing Se too?
We're trying to get there before my wife Ying has her baby.
Oh, you'd hope so.
Ferries take refugees across the lake.
I can't believe how many people's lives have been uprooted by the Fire Nation.
This looks like a refugee camp more
Yeah.
than just a passage to
taking 'em
Ba Sing
anywhere.
Se.
My first instinct was to not trust these guys
Yeah.
because so many people we've met have let us down.
Oh, look who's on the ferry.
I've returned to the scene of my greatest military disgrace as a tourist.
I'm sick of eating rotten food. Aren't we all? My name's Jet.
Ah,
Are
Jet's
those
back.
guys?
I hear the captain's eating like a king.
Aren't they taking you across though? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
what the captain is eating shouldn't.
No vegetables on the ferry. One cabbage slug could destroy the entire ecosystem.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
yeah, you're,
Ah, my cabbage!
He's the Avatar.
I see 50 avatars a day.
My name is Ta Fei Fong and I'll need 4 tickets. As you can see, I am blind and these 3 imbeciles are my valet.
imbeciles.
All right, we scanned that lady good.
Tickets and passports, please. I got a problem with you.
Do I know you?
Maybe you remember this.
Suki!
Oh,
She doesn't have her
okay.
paint on.
Yeah.
Look at you, sleeveless guy. Been working out?
Do a few chin touches every now and then.
After you left Kyoshi, we wanted to find a way to help people. Hi, Momo. Wouldn't you just fly across on Appa?
Well,
Appa is missing.
You have to help us. Everything's gone.
No passports, no tickets. If I just gave away tickets willy-nilly to anyone, there would be no more order.
that's true.
What if we gave them our tickets?
No, but next.
I'll lead you through the Serpent's Pass.
Oh, snap.
Taking a risk.
Going that direction. All right. So is everybody else gonna go?
I'm coming too.
Hey, look at that.
You sure that's a good idea? I'm glad you're coming.
You blew it.
I thought it would be more windy.
We need to focus on what we're doing right now, and that's getting across this pass.
That's why. So is it whiny because of that? Oh, no.
Are they gonna see?
They spotted us. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say Aang took out a bunch of those guys before.
Oh,
that was
wow.
cool.
That was cool.
You have to be more careful.
Thanks for saving my life, Toph.
Right? I was just gonna say that. Thanks is in line.
You shouldn't sleep there.
Sokka, I'm fine. Stop worrying.
You're right.
It's because he likes you.
Wait.
Oh, never mind. I thought I saw a spider, but you're fine.
He's just trying to be a gentleman. I think he's just going
Oh,
a
far.
step too far.
Hey.
I don't think any will or ill will.
No, what happened to the last girl he really liked?
Exactly. That's why he's extra cautious.
Broke his heart.
Yeah.
Guard's coming.
Not a grappling hook, but close.
I was so angry about losing Appa, I couldn't control myself.
But you have to promise me that you won't stop caring. You need a hug.
Thank you for your concern, Katara.
Oh,
Oh, come on, dude.
that's definitely a different side of Aang.
I know you're just trying to help, but I can take care of myself.
It's so hard to lose someone you care about.
I lost someone I cared about.
Who is this guy? Is he taller than me?
Is he taller?
It is, you stupid.
Oh. I can't.
Still thinking about her.
Bro's heart is still broken.
Doesn't help that he's looking up at the moon.
Yep.
Rough.
Smellaby. That's an unusual name for a young man.
I'm a girl. You're right.
Wow, all he did was just give a nod, and
Give a nod.
she understood.
That's why I'm going to Ba Sing Se for a new beginning.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, they got a waterbender. I mean,
Hey, I need help.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
Oh.
It's making a bubble.
Oh.
Momo's gonna get hungry.
What is
Sturgeon?
that
it could be.
Oh man, Toph saved the day.
I just figured out why they call it the Serpent's Pass.
It's
Jeez.
crazy looking.
The eyes.
Oh, great and powerful sea serpent, please accept this humble and tasty offering. Thank you.
Katara, get everyone across.
There you go.
That'll work. Yeah, I was gonna say if her water bending got strong enough, she could just encase
Ooh.
everything in ice.
I'm gonna stay on my little island where I can see.
Or not.
Just follow the sound of my voice.
It's hard to ignore.
Just go get her some.
Oh no.
Oh no. Can she waterbender over?
Oh, Sokka.
It's me. You can go ahead and let me drown now.
Oh, awkward.
Oh, making a
Wow.
whirlpool.
Oh.
That's gotta be it.
Oh, knockout.
Oh, he swam off now.
What's wrong?
The baby's coming.
What? Now? Can't you hold it in or something?
Yeah, that's how that works.
That's not how that works.
Get some rags. Sokka, water. I need you to make an earth tent. Suki, come with me.
That's convenient.
Boom, there it is.
As soon as I saw your scar, I knew exactly who you were. You're an outcast, and us outcasts have to stick together.
Eminem.
Sokka, where's that water? Push!
Sokka passed out. Aw.
Wanna go see the baby?
I'm good this time.
She sounds healthy.
A lot of hair for a newborn.
Hope. That's a perfect name.
Seeing this family together, it's reminded me how I feel about Appa and how I feel about you.
Oh, you got that hug.
I'll find Appa as fast as I can.
See you in the big city.
Say hi to that big fuzz.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, let's
Take-
go.
it's
Let's
gonna
go.
Take the express route here.
I'm really sorry about last night. I just got carried away, and before I knew it,
You talk too much.
Coming from him, that's
Yeah.
What is that? Big boring unit?
Yeah.
Appa's gonna have to wait.
Oh, the
they're
Fire
gonna go
Nation's
through the
headed towards the wall.
Oh, it goes right into 13
Oh,
with
right
a drill.
into 13.
It's a two-parter, folks.
Okay, all right.
Look at that thing. Jeez. Not bad for 2007 animation, huh? Or 2006?
Fire Nation was going right through, and look who's behind it.
The Earth Kingdom will finally fall.
What about those muscly guys down there?
Oh, that's good.
Interesting.
May and Ty Lee, take the earthbenders out.
I thought you were looking for Appa.
But something stopped me.
Well, that's
Look at that teamwork. Made an elevator.
Civilians aren't allowed on the wall.
I'm the Avatar.
The Fire Nation cannot penetrate this wall.
You know what they said about the Titanic?
This ship can't sink.
I've sent an elite platoon of Earthbenders called the Terra Team.
Very catchy.
Ready, attack!
Uh-oh.
Well, then remember, she can paralyze him.
Yep.
We're doomed.
Mr. Lee and Mr. Mushy, is it?
It's pronounced mushy. May I just say, you're like a flower in bloom.
I knew he was going to flirt with her.
You're pretty easy on the eyes yourself, handsome.
I think Lee would make a good freedom fighter. What do you think, Longshot? I can respect that.
Two girls ambushed us. One of them hit me with a bunch of quick jabs.
It's like she takes you down from the inside.
That's how we're gonna take down the drill.
We'll take it down from the inside.
Boom. All right.
All right. Flood it.
We can put too much diesel in it. Just like,
oh, fill it up with water.
It's so poofy. Poof.
I can't see a thing.
Oh no, what a nightmare.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at that team.
Well, he's got that core strength.
Toph, come on.
I can't bend in there. I'll try to slow it down out here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. she can't do
Makes
anything
sense.
there.
Plus, she'd be blind in there, too.
I figure a machine this big needs engineers to run it.
That's what the engineers come dressed in.
Oh,
use the steam.
This'll work.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He's got the big wrench.
Give him the Sub-Zero treatment.
The inner part and the outer part are connected by these braces. If we cut through them, the entire thing will collapse.
I feel like it's not going to be quite that simple.
Finest tea in Ba Sing Se. Jasmine, please. Coldest tea in Ba Sing Se is more like it.
Think of all the good we could do for these refugees.
I said no.
Oh, how do you warm it up? He's putting it together.
It looks a lot thicker in person than it does in the plans. We're gonna have to work pretty hard to cut through.
Holy Jesus, that thing is huge.
You're gonna have to do all the work.
You two are the cut stuff up with waterbending guys. Together, we're Team Avatar.
She do water jet bending.
Yeah, water jet. Yeah. Sokka.
We took it down.
Congratulations, Drew. The drill has made contact with the...
That's what I thought, yeah. Well,
Come on, Brace, budge.
they gotta do something with that piping in there.
Toph has been teaching me that you shouldn't give 100% of your energy into any one strike.
We just need to weaken the braces.
The whole world is counting on us.
The whole world minus the Fire Nation, that is.
Right.
That's enough.
Oh, that didn't do much.
A brace on the starboard side has been cut clean through.
Let's go, ladies.
Shania Twain.
Oh,
nice.
It is the Avatar and friends.
Hey.
You need this water more than I do. Follow them. The Avatar's mine.
Slurry pipeline?
Well,
Well.
seen Gold Rush?
I am not going in that wall sludge juice.
Wall sludge juice.
She closed
Oh, so she
it.
didn't go. She just
Yeah.
closed it.
Oh, she was able to bend it.
Well, it's water.
Yeah.
Blocking my chi now, circus freak.
Pressure will build up in the drill. Then when Aang delivers the final blow, it'll be ready to pop.
Come on, guys,
Get
hurry
to
up.
it, Aang.
Don't forget to breathe.
Help me plug up this drain.
Oh,
Oh, that'll do it.
Oh. Oh, this thing is done for.
oof, oof, oof.
Showing some of his earth bending
Yeah.
now. Whoa. That was pretty badass.
Oh,
Oh, here goes your drill. Oh no, they
It is
breached the
getting
wall.
through.
It's the outer wall though, remember? There's another wall. Oh, what's he
Oh, look at that. He's got the Hellboy hand.
That's awesome.
How do you like that?
Ooh, that's gonna be a hell of a slide. Job, Momo.
Now all I need is... That is what I needed for once.
Oh, he's gonna make a wedge.
He's gonna make a wedge. Brilliant.
Oh, he's gonna hammer that thing in there.
And up and oh, this is so cool.
Oh God!
Oh, he's gonna smash that thing.
Oh, too late.
Dunzo.
Boom! Boom! Boom!
We lost.
Those guys are firebenders.
Station 9 3/4 anywhere?
Yeah.
What a handsome baby.
Oh, what are the odds?
Is it like an earth-bending train?
Good effort out there today, Team Avatar.
It's not gonna catch on.
The Boomerang Squad! Boomerang! The Aang Gang?
Sokka.
The Fearsome Foursome!
You're crazy.
All right,
Wow,
there it was. That was kind of the wrap up. And
Oh yeah, we had a two-parter there.
yeah, kind of a surprise two-parter that they just dropped on us.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to stop, and then they went right in to 13. So I think kind of the overall theme, though, I'll just treat them as one episode because that's kind of how they were presented. So the thing I noticed is that we had a lot of people kind of running from who they were or who they didn't want to be anymore, and they were trying to change. And that's kind of been a little bit of a theme throughout a number of episodes, but on this one it was like right in your face. I mean, people are getting on a train, they're trying to escape someplace. I mean, Jet showed up again. I didn't think we were going to see him, so that was pretty cool to see. And just a real neat theme of people kind of trying to change, find themselves, escape from who they were, and I thought that was done pretty nice. And just a lot of second chances. I thought this episode kind of talked about second chances, and this was a fun one. And I feel like I keep saying it every episode that we're really getting into the story now, but we definitely are.
Yeah, you got to see them work as a team. You got to see Aang, like, he lost all hope, and then he sees the child. He's like, this is what I'm doing this for. And then he was going to go find Appa, and then he saw the diabolical plan. And obviously then they worked as a team once again. Team Avatar, Team Boomerang.
It's got Aang in the
Fearsome
name.
Foursome, whichever you wanted. And you got to see them work together. And then, like you said, they have the second chances with Uncle Iroh, but let's slip out that he can fight.
Yeah, I just wonder how it's going to play out with Jet and the uncle and all those guys. So we'll see, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I took away from these two episodes was just the power of teamwork. If you look at what they had to do to take that drill down, you get rid of any one of those team members, that doesn't work. It was Sokka's idea to get the schematics and figure out how they were going to take it down. Nobody else was thinking of that. Aang and Katara worked together to weaken the braces and the structures. Then of course Toph helped at the end to help back up where the mixture of water and rocks was coming out. And Katara was doing an okay job by herself, but
you got to see how powerful.
Really hammered it. And she was doing work before that time came to try to help slow it down a little bit. And then of course you had Aang again helping cut the braces, but going on top and trying to kind of create this break point. And then he of course had the job of fighting off our little evil princess friend.
That battle's not done.
But
Zula.
It was very integral for all of them to have their spots that they had to take to make this happen. And I think it's just a cool lesson. You know, everybody's got their own strengths, but man, look what we can do when we come together. I mean, you saw that thing. It was like, this is impossible. There's no way we're going to take that out. And I think the other big thing there was like, there didn't have to be like this one like blow that ended it all. Like sometimes it's a matter of putting your heads together, and it's like the brick by brick mentality. We're going to take this out, although it doesn't have to be. Yeah, we're going to take out the points. And especially, look, they were going to, you know, cut the supports in half. It's like, or cut the supports clean. It's like, you don't have to do that. You just have to cut them in half, back it up a little bit. So I thought that was a really good lesson. You know, it was great to see Aang bounce back. You know, Answer had brought up like he loses hope. We saw his attitude not be the best, you know, in the past few episodes, kind of snapping at people. And it's, look, we can get into funks in life. We can kind of find ourselves, you know, down in the dumps, but it doesn't mean you can't come back out of it. And it doesn't mean that you have to like live in regret that, you know, you went through a rough spot. I mean, that's part of life, up and downs. And I think, you know, especially with what Aang went through with losing his pet, there's know how I feel about that. He was allowed to feel sad, and now he's, you know, he kind of, you know, spent a little bit of time in that space, and now he's kind of back, and you know, and hoping for the best, but also working towards it. You know, there's those two things are very different things, but together they can be very powerful. It's one thing to hope for something; it's another thing just to kind of just be laser focused on just getting it. You put those two things together, you have something powerful. Another great episode. You know, Jet's his arc in just these last two episodes was interesting because it's like we saw like him like, hey, the captain of the ship, you're stealing their food, kind of felt like the old Jet. Then he started talking about second chances, and then, you know, back to, you know, the Fire Nation stuff. But I want to try to not judge Jet too much in the Fire Nation, you know, being angry, because we saw the anger come back, right, that we thought maybe he let go of. But man, the Fire Nation has done such damage to, you know, the people that he loved and where he came from, that anger is understandable. But the funny thing is that he doesn't think that the Fire Nation people themselves are trying to kind of have like their own second chance, which is this unique dynamic. Because look, why is Jet going to Ba Sing Se for a second chance? But when he sees somebody else, like, he doesn't even think about that because he's kind of wrapped up in his hatred for the Fire Nation. So it's, you know, Answer said it, people in the comments said it, but the dynamics of what's happening in this show is so much deeper and so much more intricate than I thought that we were going to get out of an animated show. And these last couple episodes, I think, really, we've been seeing this. Like, oh, this is getting good. It's getting good. It's not at the point anymore where it's getting good. Like, look, this is really good, and it just continues being good. And man, the writers of this show just really nailed it. Yeah. Okay.
But also I was gonna throw in the cinematography with how he took out that last blow.
That was
just
cool,
how it
man.
the ideas. Like for animation from because this was on 05 to 07, 3 years, and just from back then it just looks amazing. And
you thought the princess was going to come in and stop him. But she was too late, and then
just a half tick.
Yeah. So another really.
So there we go. We're keeping this Aang train going. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.